Getting your kids up and ready for school can be like one of the most difficult parts of the day, minus bedtime, which is also very difficult and can be awful sometimes. But my youngest is autistic and has some sensory issues and doesn't like to get dressed, doesn't like to wear underwear, doesn't like when buttons or zippers or anything touches him, doesn't like seams, doesn't like clothing. And I know if you've got kids out there who don't like clothing, you know how tough it is to get them dressed. But trying to explain to an autistic child why they have to wear clothing and go to school, and knowing that even after you get them dressed, they're going to have an issue with it all day, and then potentially have a bad day as a result of that, is so exhausting and so tiring. And when you're trying to get 3 kids out of the house in the morning, and you're trying to explain to a 6-year-old why you understand that they have buttons and zippers in their pants, and that's just part of life, and they have to deal with it, but the look on their face, and the crying, and the fighting, and the exhaustion that stems from it can set you up for a really rough day. Can set your child up for a really rough day. It can set you up to go stop at a gas station and get dirty looks and have, just because this is the look that you have on your face. This look is on your face. And so people look at you and you're looking at them. And I just want to say, if you had a rough morning with your kids, if you have a child that has some type of issue or disorder or problem or disability, take a second, breathe. You're not alone. You're not by yourself. Although in that moment, when you're struggling, you feel alone, you're not. There are hundreds of thousands of households right here in the States, let alone globally and abroad, that are doing the same exact thing that you're doing. You're not failing. It sucks. It's really tough. And even if it's just a normal morning, it can be really hard to get them out the door and to get everybody off on a successful morning. So just take a deep breath. I want to go inside and I want to crawl back into my bed, but I'm going to make a cup of coffee and I'm going to start my day. But just know that you're not alone. Whether your kid's autistic or has other types of special needs or is just being difficult that morning, you're not alone in the way that you feel. You're not a bad mom. You're not a bad parent. You're not a bad person. You're just living a normal life, and it will be okay. So just, you're not alone, because I felt really alone this morning. Felt really, really, really alone, and I had to stop myself and remind myself, I'm not alone. It's gonna be okay. Okay? Let's just have a cup of coffee.